Texas, Louisiana, New York, taking over, making so much money, pulling up in a Range Rover, quality intact, self-made, got them high motors, get the full meal, you ain't leaving with no leftover, self-made is where it's at, and that's a fact, our impact will be felt, paid in full, everybody's fact, change the game our ways, you would think we abstract, form our own opinion, do you think we pointed on the act, call a spade, game winner, man, it's ball game, never doubt us, a high quality remains the same, always gotta work, build content, frame by frame, try to go the other side, but main, this is self-made. Self-made.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are live once again over here on the Self-Made YouTube channel. Welcome to Destination Dynamite. It's your boy Marcus, joined again by my two co-hosts here this week. We got the lovely Jana in the center, and to my right, we got, once again, the newest graduate of the Self-Made Dojo, and someone that, in light of some private events, might need to be taken to the Self-Made HR, but that's neither here nor there. We got WeeZee in the building, man. How y'all doing, man?
We're living. It's cold still, but
tell me about it.
I'm good. Listen, I'm just a hot dog eater, man. Nothing about it.
Whoa.
Whoa. That ain't what you said backstage, bro. We're gonna let it slide, but we're just gonna let the people know you are lying about what you said.
Real eater.
I'm a real eater.
Hey, man. Anyway, WeeZee over here doing this thing, but once again, appreciate y'all stopping by for another episode of Destination Dynamite, the best AW Dynamite post-show / review of the game, and the most ethical AW Dynamite post-show / review of the game. So, leave a comment. Leave some super chats. That would be wonderful if you are so inclined to do so. Leave comments. If you're watching this back like on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast from, leave us some good 5 stars over there and everything too. So, we're going to get into it. But myself, Jana, WeeZee, and I hope you and the audience, I hope y'all are dressed for the occasion, because today we are here to celebrate the life of one Maxwell Jacob Friedman, better known to the public as MJF, because last night he was brutally murdered in the center of the ring via Brody King asphyxiation and a Gonzo bomb. And as a result, Brody King has earned a shot at the AEW Men's World Championship at Grand Slam Australia. And there's other things. I know, Johnny, you happy, so let's go ahead and just spark that conversation up. Let's go and talk about it. So how you feeling?
Sorry. So this is what the fans want to see. I am so seated. Do I think Brody is gonna win the big one? No. But the fact that he's in the picture and he's getting to show himself and solidify himself as a solo competitor and being at the top of the food chain, I need that. I'm coming to get what I need. I'm happy, and to see somebody like him who's ethical and who has, a great personality in and outside of the ring and who's talented and fine. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, you had to put the extra one on, though.
Get this opportunity. I'm so excited, and it's keeping it fresh. Honestly. I feel like giving these people the opportunity to, be seen on this kind of level is exciting, and it helps everybody involved.
Facts. Man, I'm so happy. We talked about it last week. I'm just happy that the main event scene is where it's at right now. Like, just having these new challengers in it's really refreshing to see. I've always loved Brody, so I'm really just happy that he has this opportunity to show out, especially at a big show like Grand Slam Australia. So I'm very happy for him. Do I think he's going to win? No, but just him getting the opportunity is huge. It really is. I mean, it makes eliminator matches important. Like you never know what's going to happen. Like now anyway. Before it was like usually eliminator match don't mean nothing, but now it's like, oh shit, something might happen. So
yeah, it was really exciting for me to see that, because I thought last night was probably, for the year so far, the most productive episode of Dynamite, and that everything they did for the most part from the matches, which were all really, really good, to even great in the case of Kenny and Andrade, which we'll get to, Viva El Idolo, by the way. Shout out my real Latino man. Like, all the matches were really, really good, and they all accomplished something. And all the in-between stuff on the show also accomplished stuff for next week into Australia. And if you really want to play cards right with it, into the future. And, like, the summertime, possibly. So, I was really glad. They even brought the Collision Cold Open for Dynamite, which I thought was pretty interesting. Yeah. So
that was cool.
I'm always looking forward to if they do interesting things with their TV production and try to not be as monotonous as American TV can be, because there's so many set in, tropes and vehicles to do things. Even with Darby getting kidnapped for the 11th time, which, by the way, I gotta talk about this on this first segment real quick, and while we're talking about the MJF stuff, because bro, that man deadass got kidnapped in broad daylight.
That was awesome.
got hit with a tire, and then they double back to it later in the show with Gabe and Clark Connors kidnapping the production crew.
Dude, put that motherfucker in a chokehold.
Oh,
that was awesome.
Hit that man with a tire. He brought it back. Bro.
He said, "Play the fucking video." That shit was awesome.
Usually they would just play it like with no problems whatsoever, as if this is like a normal part of the show, as if one of your employees getting assaulted and kidnapped is just something that happens. No, they made them play the video. They basically held him at gunpoint, more or less, and then just said, you know what? This is what we're going to do, and then we're going to double back to things. They talked about things that happened in the prior week. The video package about Kevin Knight was exceptional, and I thought that's something that we could all put a pin in, for later on down the line. And I'm really excited to get into the show on general, man, so let's go.
Yeah. I love this show top to bottom. There was one thing I didn't like from this show, but it's not going to deter me from saying the show was great. No, I'll just get out the way. The one thing I did not like from the show was the Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm match and segment. It just wasn't good. I mean, it was a squash. What else do you expect? But I just feel like I'm overexposed to Orange Cassidy, and even now Tony Storm. I haven't enjoyed Tony Storm since her match against Mercedes at All In. It's been a long time since. Is she just like, she's just there now? Like, I just Orange Cassidy, I understand he's a draw to a normal audience, and so is Tony. That's why they put them together.
I am super fatigued with Orange Cassidy, man. Like, since
I'm so fatigued.
Run, it's been
it's been years. Like, I've been like, all right, OC, you can take a break.
It's definitely time to have a conversation about Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Because for me, he's getting up there with like, I hope y'all don't tag me. For me, he's getting up there with like Hook and BG.
Dang.
I don't know about
I don't
know if he's on the same tier as Tyler, but
truth be told, like,
yeah,
I love Cassidy. He's so entertaining to me, but I haven't enjoyed his work since like Chucky T was still there. Like, it just hasn't been doing it for me. I think you can only go so far with being nonchalant. If you don't have you can only go so far if you're not making any special moments or having special matches. Like, I can't name an Orange Cassidy match that I've loved in recent times, and that's no shade to him. It's just, it is shade to him. I just feel like
it's not shade, but nah, fuck, it is shade.
It is shade. I mean, I could give you a list of wrestlers so I could be like, yo, this match was great. This match was great. With him, I'm just like, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I have to think back far.
With Tony, they need to like write her off of TV for a bit. Like, she had a historic run, and you just need, so that people aren't so oversaturated with her, let her sit on the back burner for a little bit so you could keep that like star power, that aura, because I'm not really sold on this mixed tag thing. But
It's a thing where it's very much something just for the Australian crowd. It's an inoffensive undercard thing, but it's to the point where it's one of those cases where it's two over talents that you put them out there, the crowds are going to cheer for them, and it is what it is. But they're so over that you can have them kind of just do whatever. But at the same time, you can't also just have them do whatever for a long period of time. So you kind of have to just figure it out. Tony just taking a backseat's fine. Like, that's cool. like at some point we can bring her back in. It's okay. We don't need to do the whole Marina and Wheeler Yuta thing. It'll get over it on the night. It was inoffensive on the TV last night. It was there for 5 minutes. It was a quick promo. I didn't really remember it even happened. But I do get the sentiment. Orange Cassidy has been completely overexposed for me for a few years now.
When
That
did
second
she lose the title to Jamie? I mean, not to Jamie. I'm sorry, to Chris.
That was All Out, so yeah, like September.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have had her written off until Grand Slam Australia, bring her back then. But they didn't do that. It's like you have to, when you have heavy hitters like this, you want to write them off. They wrote off Mercedes and people are still talking about her. Because when you take something away from people, it keeps them talking about it and then you build anticipation. Like, do I like Britt Baker? No, but Tony, of course, had that interview where he was like, I don't want to say if he's coming back, but I love her. Release her, but whatever. It's like, do I like her? No, but would I gag if she came back? I would, because you haven't seen her in a while, and so you're thinking, oh my God, is she leaving? Is she not? And then she comes back, and it's a cheap pop, honestly.
Anywho's, I love Toni Storm. I'm not like enthralled with what she's doing, but it's like whatever to me. I don't really care. But this is the big thing with Orange Cassidy. You have, if you've seen one match of him in the last like 3 or 4 years, you've seen all of them. Like, tried and true, you've seen them all. Gets his ass kicked, does the antics, come back, orange punch, win.
I think the last time I enjoyed Orange Cassidy was when I was at Revolution 2024, and he wrestled Roddy for the international title, and he lost the belt to Roddy. That was the last time I enjoyed an OC match. Oh, that match was awesome, but I can't think of a match since then that I'm like, oh, that was good. No.
It's been a while. They've just been matches that happen. Like, it's really nothing crazy. But like the mixed tag will be the mixed tag. It'll be whatever for Australia. I mean,
they're making like the result obvious for it. They always keep mentioning, oh, Wheeler Yuta's hair, on commentary and other things. And I'm like, oh, we're shaving somebody. It's like, oh, I wonder who it is.
The guy who has long
Marina
hair.
Shafir? They're gonna shave Marina, bro? No. So I think it's obvious. I mean, let's say Swerve us, and then Tony gets shaven, and then she's written off TV after that to regrow her hair out. I don't know.
They should do that. Make her bald.
It'd be kind of gas. I ain't gonna lie. But then again, Marina Shafir looking like Sinead O'Connor would be kind of hard. But that's like the one like major nitpick in terms of the wrestling. The other thing I didn't love. No, trust me, guys. Let's be clear. We love the show in general. Like, it was really good. It was really productive. This is the nitpicky section when we get to spark the conversation. This is all it is. The only thing I didn't love about some of the matches is that there was a lot of interference. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't make sense in the context of the matches that happening. Yeah, it did. I could have probably done without the Bucks interference with GOA, but that set up the tag match on Collision, whatever. Could have been a better way to go about that, but the Andrade screwdriver stuff, that was fine. It worked for the night, and then Swerve getting involved and trying to get it out, fine. But that was a lot for one damn show. Like, we can peel it back just a little bit, guys. Like, we can lose clean. It's fine. Or we can lose to inside the ring stuff. We don't need everybody running out. It's okay.
Yeah, I've been kind of sick of interference, especially with the op stuff a couple of weeks ago. That kind of like, I was like, okay, this is kind of getting tiresome. And now I feel like every match on Dynamite has interference of some kind. It's always a heel stable in a match, and then you got 4 guys running out. It's like, okay, like, it's just too much. Or like, it's like, sometimes the guy just needs to be beat clean. You can still, somebody's not going to get buried by losing clean. Like, we're not in the early 2000s or 2010s anymore, where like you're burying somebody losing clean. Like, no, it's like these are all really good wrestlers. Like, just sometimes losses happen.
Yeah, especially with the world title stuff. Like, it was fine, it worked, it made sense, but like there was so much interference up to that point where I was like, okay,
yeah.
But really good show otherwise. And while we get into it, we're gonna read a couple super chats real quick. NJPN, $2. Always appreciate you, man. Mr. Mogul, you cost us that match. Plain and simple. Hey, man. Swerve was trying to do the right thing, but brother, when the God of Pro Wrestling is in there, we're handling our business solo. We're used to this whole screwdriver bit. We know the game. We know the drill. We got it, Swerve. We don't need you being our knight in shining armor. It's okay.
We would have ducked it, turned around, and hit a dragon. Hit a dragon suplex. Like we would have been fine, bro. We would have triggered out of his hand, man. We didn't need the interference. But Swerve's one of my favorite wrestlers, so I forgive him for trying. But I mean, it comes with El Midolo,
Viva El Idolo. But hey, man. Shout out Andrade, shout out Swerve. That Swerve and Kenny program that looks like it's on the horizon, I will be there for. So, in the end, it worked out for that. But hey, no title match for us at Revolution.
We will be there.
We will. And this is the early super chat from Zane, £4.99. Fuck Ice Chance followed by an all-timer Brody MJF squash. Kenny El Midolo banger. Big stat daddy in that gear. Hashtag Dynamite. Good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shout
we'll say it. Yeah, that's that gear was crazy. I was gonna say that the main event stuff being like spread outside of like the wrestling sphere has been pretty crazy to see this morning and just throughout the day. It's just like so many people that like I followed that don't watch wrestling or like retweeting this and talking about. I'm like, oh shit, like Brody about to be mainstream. You playing with my man?
As he should, because I'm not even gonna get nasty on here, but usually you'll see that it's become so normalized for like triple nose to be hands in hand, all communal with the president. I think it was refreshing that pro wrestling on a political side was shown to have the fans who are usually raging neckbeards with no sense of couth. They see a new side, and they see a side of like, hey, this is a sport that is usually so dominated by Republican ties and like conservative ties. Their fans are saying, no ma'am, no ma'am. And I think the MJF reaction added to it too. I just think it's great. And it's been getting a lot of traction, so good for AEW getting that good PR. No dirt sheets needed.
Yeah.
Nope.
So that's the thing with AEW, man. We say fuck ice and we say trans rights. Like we're a different breed over here, man. We don't play.
Yeah,
don't play that bullshit.
Hey, Vegas, I've been real hard on you because of some of your crowd reactions the last couple of years because we were doing this whole double or nothing residency thing for 5 or 6 years and all that. I apologize sincerely. Y'all did y'all thing last night. Y'all were a great crowd. It was a really nice looking building. Let's keep the palms in the rotation when we go to Vegas. And shout out the crowd last night. Shout out Bryce Rensburg and shout out the commentary team for shutting up and just kind of let the shit breathe. So cool as everybody involved. And once again, fuck ice.
Hey, keep running those small venues. Like I don't care what people say on social media of like, oh, they're not running a big house like WWE is. It's like, well, we hear the crowd reaction though. Like we can actually the crowd is getting into the matches and like we can actually hear the crowd. Yeah, a smaller crowd doesn't mean anything because the crowd's involved and you can clearly see it. We've seen it 100 times, like when they run Atlanta in these like small venue, and it was incredibly loud, like louder than 7,000 person arena, and buttfuck nowhere, Montana or something.
Exactly. And the thing is, with AEW venues, it's nice and you hear crowd reaction and it's well put together because it's not built on slave labor. But let's continue on to another topic.
Yeah, we're going to keep reading these. Keep them coming, y'all. Appreciate the support as always. And speaking of which, Riley, $2. Brody FC, we run this wrestling shit. Yes, sir, man. We choking people out. We hitting cannonballs and gonzo bombs everywhere. I'm so glad he's getting his chance to actually be involved in this title picture and not just someone that you wrestle 1 week and in the back doing whatever the hell they were doing. No. The main eventers are coming after that belt, and we're bringing people along for the ride, and we're bringing people up and elevating them. And that Brody King is one of those people, which really glad is going on. And then we did a good job of keeping him in the mix. When the Ben Deal stuff was going on, he was wrestling squash matches all over TV. He comes out, challenges MJF. MJF's clearly shitting his pants every time he comes out there. And then leads to the big squash. And it got everybody involved in the giant schnoz at the end, which good shit. Real good shit for the last couple weeks for the main event scene. I'm enjoying it a lot. Danny Quang, $5. Baffles me that some people genuinely did not want AEW to resign Andrade. Yo, now that we're on the subject, we might as well get into the match right now. Because, bro, some of y'all people out there genuinely call this man unprofessional, say he wasn't a draw, say he was never going to be a world champion caliber wrestler. This man walked in day one, and then day zero, and then day one on the second go around AW, and he's in the main event scene, and he has a chance to wrestle for the world championship in Revolution. And he's put on killer matches. He's been as over as he's ever been. Probably more over since Black and Gold NXT when he was running shit. Like, guys, every time he's legitimately gotten the ball, he's been doing this. This is not new. This has always been Andrade when you give him real opportunities to shine. Like, it's not that difficult. When a talented wrestler like this man wants to come back to your company, you think Tony Khan was saying, I think he's really classless. No! He was throwing ass when Andrade was probably wanted to come back. He gave him that contract on the spot. And now look what's happening. He's over as hell. We got bad bitches in the crowd. We bringing plants back. We bringing taking pictures with the baddies back. We wrestling killer matches. We're doing all that. Like, come on now. It's not that difficult. It's genuinely not difficult. And once again, NJPN, $2. Piggybacking off of that. The anti-El Midalo Brigade looks like goofs right now. Yes. You all look like goofs. Go ahead, John.
Who said El Midalo?
El Midalo. It
I
comes
got
with
El
low
Midalo.
blow. It comes with low blow in the DM.
Whoa,
Keep playing with it.
whoa. This comment. Can we please put this comment about WeeZee on the screen?
Hey.
What is that picture?
Yo.
What?
Y'all tripping. Hey, man.
If it's what the fans want to see, WeeZee, subscribe to the Patreon. If you subscribe to the Paragon tier, WeeZee will throw it in a circle.
Facts, yeah. $100.
Some video.
If I get proof that you Paragon, if you got in the Paragon tier, I'll do it tonight during the Paragon stream.
Yeah.
Hey, there y'all have it. There y'all have it.
Re-recording.
Oh no.
But anyway.
Dude, if somebody subscribes, you have to throw it in a circle.
Oh, I'll keep an eye out to see if anybody does.
Yeah.
My.
Feedback on Johnny. When is he failing to push? Never. When you give him a real push, he's never failed. And speaking of which, we're gonna get into it right now. Andrade El Midalo, Kenny by God, Jerome, Aloysius, Lovely Locks, Omega. Number one contender. It's an opportunity to go to Grand Slam Australia to face Heyman Page. Winner goes on to Revolution to face MJF. Holy shit, what a match. First of all,
that match was fucking awesome.
Yes. Kenny Omega doing important things on your television. Some of y'all like to concern troll like a motherfucker over, oh, does Kenny have it anymore? Can Kenny really keep going at this level? Is Kenny going to retire? The answer is no. No. He looks wonderful. He looks great. We're not doing the Wash King give it no more, man. We are out here telling y'all and telling the world we are still Kenny Omega. And when we put our mind to win that world championship, we're going to win that world championship. We're going to go compete for that world championship. Problem is, he wrestled Andrade El Midalo last night. Vegas was all behind him. He took it so seriously. He wrestled in that baggy ass t-shirt for like the first 3 minutes and then said, fuck it, we going to chop. We caving your chest in, Kenny. We doing tornillos. And we going over to the crowd and taking pictures with the baddies. And Westside Guy, who also just happened to be, on the side.
Yo, him in the background was frying me. He was just watching. He was just watching.
Yeah, me. Yo, he was just looking like, hey, man, my man's doing something. Hey, can you pass me one, please? Pretty,
it was
please.
cheesing hard. I mean, it was cheesing so hard. He's like, hey.
I only had one problem with that match.
What's the problem?
I had a big issue.
What's the issue?
He didn't break his pants off. Listen, I saw the material of the pants. Hear my logic. Andrade, he planted the seed of ripping his pants, like having the tearaway pants. I saw the material of the pants. I was like, oh my God, he's going to do it tonight in a match with Kenny Omega. Like, I was so seated. But then I watched the match and I saw he had on a belt. And I was like, oh, He's not
Hey,
winning.
man.
However,
I was
really shocked that he won. I will say I was really shocked that he won. But
Yeah.
I'm happy that he did win and that Kenny lost, because I feel like a moment leading up to Kenny winning the big one again should not come so fast. I need that to be a slow burn. I really need that to be a slow burn.
Yeah, I'll say I'm like perfectly fine with him losing this in the sense that we have Dynasty in Canada or after this, and there's a show in Winnipeg on the road to that in his hometown. So we can. Kenny is the big picture towel defense in this crop of guys currently. It's so hot that you can throw Heyman at him for a little bit. You can throw Andrade at him right now because he's so hot and he's fresh on the return and people are like really clamoring for it. You can do that Revolution. I don't give a fuck with heel versus heel. Like they can navigate that really, really easily. Because people are gonna cheer for Andrade, people will get up for MJF, regardless of what's going on. Like you can navigate that with no problems. And Brody, he's got the Australia defense. Like that was always my goal and my vision for this whole thing. Swerve's out of it currently because of the loss the week prior. You could throw him at either one of those guys who end up losing, and by the looks of it, because of the post match, throw Kenny at him, and that's gonna be a really solid feud. And you can lead that to Swerve turning heel eventually, because I think that's where it's leading to. So yeah, it's working out good. There's a real easy roadmap to what they're doing, and I'm really enjoying. And speaking of the finish, Callis does the whole screwdriver bit that every Don Callis family member likes to do, because of course. Andrade grabs it. Swerve comes out, tries to grab it from him. Aubrey sees it, tries to get him away. Kick to the nuts. DM 1, 2, 3. Andrade is going to Grand Slam Australia versus Hangman Page. What a match. And they left just enough out there to where if you do the rematch, it's going to be even better. With even more time, I'm locked in. They're doing a lot of really good stuff right now. Congratulations to Andrade. Him and Heyman is going to be awesome. Oh boy. And then post match. I do too. I really do too. Yeah.
Yep.
I think he should.
Yeah.
I just like Andrade's putting this quality of matches on for TV. Just imagine what he's going to do for pay-per-view. Like, just imagine giving him a pay-per-view main event, you know? Like,
yeah.
He's so hot right now that you can just run it right now because he's been great. He's gotten over. Just strike while the iron's hot. And again, the heel versus heel thing with MJF, I have no real problems with how they're going to navigate that. It's really, really easy in this case. Usually I'm a little apprehensive about this stuff, but with these two talents, it's fine. And besides, we saw the interaction last week when they were backstage. The crowd wants it. I want it. You two definitely want it. The world want it. Let's run a revolution. Fuck it.
Do it.
Yeah. And post-match, Swerve and Hangman, and Kenny get to arguing about Swerve's interference and trying to help Kenny during the match. They get to pushing and shoving. Security gets involved. Hey man, first time ever. If Kane's not gonna wrestle a Revolution or not gonna wrestle for the title of Revolution, because he's doing something in Japan and he may or may not be at the show in general. But if he is, run Kenny and Swerve. First time ever. And by that time,
I think he's done in Japan on the 13th. I think his last scheduled day at the con or whatever he's at is the 13th, and the show's on the 15th. So I think there's time for him to, because it's that Friday and the show's on Sunday. So
yeah, we should be able to make it.
He'll be back. He'll be back, I think.
Yeah, he'll be back, and they can run that match easily, and then Swerve can turn heel, which I've been on here, and I know you guys have been on here. That should happen this year, and it should happen pretty soon. Because we're done with the Kumbaya act. Like we say what Kane's done with the Wash King act. Swerve, we're done with the Kumbaya. Let's be a vicious and vindictive villain, and let's bring some people along for the ride. And backstage before that,
I think he's showing shades. He's planting the seeds, because did you notice when they had their backstage segment, Prince Nana had the embassy towel.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Yeah.
He had the embassy towel, and it was beautiful product placement because he's talking to the camera, and you see that it's the white towel and it says embassy on it. And I was like, oh, mogul.
We see what y'all doing. We see what y'all doing.
I just hope it's not another heel stable. It's
I
like,
know. Oh, more
it's
Nah.
like, please, like he can still be the mogul, but please don't make a whole group again. Like, please, like we're good, bro. I promise.
See, the group is okay,
Unless
but we're not bringing Trench in Parker Boudreaux this time.
unless mogul, you bring in Andrade leaves the Don Callis family and joins the Mogul Embassy, then I'd be okay with it. You
I
know,
just think that there
Andrade and
needs
the money
to
man.
be like a lot of disbanding because not everybody needs to be working together.
Nah, we don't need Andrade and Swerve working together, especially after you kick me in the balls and cost me a title shot. Nah, I'm good. But hey, World Title Scene has been great. I'm enjoying it. And speaking of which, I mentioned video packages at the top of this show and the way that I've enjoyed a lot of them. There was one in particular right before all these proceeds started that had my Jimmys in a bunch. That had me very excited. That had me looking forward to the path to All In. One William Peter Charles Ospreay got a gorgeous video package on this show. Hey man, that neck is ready. AJ may or may not be gone. He said, you know what? I'm taking it into overdrive. I will see y'all in Wembley. Might even see y'all before that. I'm really excited. And video packages are a thing that if you do it right and if you don't just do them for the sake of doing them, and you really try to spotlight guys, you can get people excited for directions 6 months down the line, 7 months down the line, 2 months, like however long. And just remind us that, hey, this World Title Scene is great, and we like everybody here, and they're gonna do their thing. Ospreay's still on the back burner. He's still in the time chamber. He's almost ready to go. So,
I think he pops out. I think he pops out after the main event at Revolution. I think MJF will retain against Hangman or Andrade, and MJF is celebrated. And Ospreay's music hits. Probably I would do a little video package before, like the lights go out, video pops up, and it's like almost like it's him, like standing out the hospital bed or whatever, and just run a little package and then hit his music. The huge fucking pop. That's like I think that'd be the way to do it. He needs to come back soon though. I need him. I miss him.
I saw that vignette and I popped. I did. Because Will is just the feeling, bro. Like, oh my God. When it was announced that he had an injury, then right after Swerve had an injury, I was like, oh my God, it's like the Avengers were all dying, bro. It sucked. But I'm so excited to see. I just want to see what character he comes back as. And if he comes back as a heel or a face, because he's gonna get a pop, he's gonna get a reaction. But I want to see like what side of the coin Ospreay is gonna be on, because I wouldn't mind seeing him as a heel, because the last time you seen him as a heel in AEW is when he was coming in as an outsider from New Japan when Forbidden Door was just becoming a thing. I want to see him as a heel in a full-time role here. I would like to see him come back as like that little Kingpin moment he had.
Commonwealth Kingpin back, yeah.
That's just hard.
I
love it. I love Commonwealth Kingpin so much, and he'll do it. Methinks down the line, but he's coming back as a babyface.
Yeah, he's gonna go into Wembley as a babyface. I think after that, it's kind of up in the air.
As a heel, I have to.
Yeah, I think he will, but I just don't think he'll be for his first world championship win.
Like, yeah, maybe not immediately.
No, because like no one's gonna boo him, and he's gonna come back before Wembley. He's main eventing that show almost certainly. And he's probably winning the world title there almost certainly. So he's coming back to babyface. But the Commonwealth Kingpin stuff and just as a heel in general, I think he'll be able to pull that off. Like 3-4 months down the line, maybe we'll see. But excited to see Will. I'm excited to hear from him. Get well soon, brother. We will see you when we see you. And speaking of video packages again, we got one on Kevin Knight also. A single spotlight on Kevin Knight, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Because we've been talking him up as the future this, the future that. No. Kevin Knight is the now, and he needs to remind you why he's the now. You're not the future when you're getting wins over guys like Okada. You're not the now if you're getting a real good showing in the Continental Classic. You're not the now if you're a Trios champion. The future if you're a Trios champion. But we're getting a spotlight on him because he's going to be someone that's clearly earmarked as a young talent they want to get over this year. And doing video introductions like this goes a long way. And we're excited to follow his path in the next couple months. So, again, another really good video package. And you also mentioned, Jana, outside of New Japan thing. Speaking of which, Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors kidnapped Darby Allin. Where did they take him? Why did they take him? They stuffed him in the trunk in broad daylight, hit him with a fucking car tire. And then later on the show, they fucking doubled back and choked the damn production team out and made them play the video. Like, guys, why are you showing acts of terrorism like this? And why are you forcing me to watch acts of terrorism, Gabriel? What Darby do to you? Except beat you.
That was awesome.
I gotta give it to Darby. He is extreme. Like, I don't think I've ever seen this level of like extreme and like taking these bumps and doing these spots, because this is not even a match and he's like throwing himself. He's just getting.
Oh, he's like throwing himself. He's on the skateboard, getting tossed into the damn trunk, and get hit with a tire.
He hasn't had a chance to breathe.
Like, damn, he didn't even get to the venue. What's going on?
Oh, so far.
I love
it.
And
the way they did it, though.
Like, I am.
Yeah, and the way they did it, they didn't just like throw it on the TV and be like, "Hey guys, Darby died again." No, they and then just play the fucking a crime and a felony on your television. No, they did it in a way where they made you watch it instead of, we're gonna willingly show this to you instead of calling the police. You know what I mean? So that was a good little thing there. And down the line, if a nigga like David Finlay shows up in AEW at some point later on, or if they're both dual contracted up and they're still in New Japan, or if he just signs in general, a Darby versus David Finlay match, shit, sign me up.
Yeah, sign me up, man. I would think that they are going to run back Kid and Darby at Revolution, but they're going to add a step. There's going to be a step. Last match was just a normal match, and they still were bleeding everywhere and using the fucking stairs or whatever else. You know, they were
bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, man, it was that was just a normal, regular match. No, yeah, like it was just like I was like, oh, when these guys get the chance to use weapons and all this other stuff, I think it is going to be awesome. I think it's probably going to be some sort of like LA street fight or something where they're just like fighting around the arena, so Darby can jump off stupid shit and high shit. I think it'd be awesome. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll be locked in for it. Besides, Darby's in the point where he's like on the cusp of being in the title picture, but he's like being bogged down by Gabe just being obsessed with him. So
yeah,
him just doing Daredevil shit for a while is fine. Like, it's whatever. Like, I'm cool with it. I love Darby, and we love Darby dying every other week. So, fun little thing. Good way that they didn't just broadcast it like, hey, this is a thing that's happening. Don't worry about it. One of our fucking employees just got kidnapped. Whatever. Nah.
By another employee.
Literally. No, funny little segment. It's a fun little thing. And also, we got some other stuff. Yeah, it's fresh. The way they did it is fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've seen kidnapping angles all throughout American TV for like the last 30 some odd years.
Literally.
I think you can continue doing stuff like this of like just, it's not official that they're under AEW contracts and, still believe that they're a part of New Japan. And I think you can continue doing this with some of the other New Japan guys. Like, imagine like the build to Forbidden Door, and you just see the Knockout Brothers show up backstage and they just beat the shit out of Jet Speed. And then you can run Knockout Brothers Jet Speed at Forbidden Door. Just run little angles like that. Just like have random people from New Japan just show up and beat the shit out of whatever baby faces you want. Just something to add freshness to Forbidden Door, I guess, because it is getting. I love Forbidden Door. I love like this past year's Forbidden Door, but you gotta freshen it up a little bit.
It just feels like an exhibition right now.
Yeah,
especially how hot New Japan is currently. Yeah, especially when how hot New Japan is at the moment and the start that they're off to this year. You can do something where you kind of just have a little nuggets here and there with like the Warlords just kind of show up and beating shit out of people. And Evil tweeted something like this when he was watching the show. He was like, yo, our fault. Like, we're not responsible for their actions, blah, blah, blah. and then like progressively it gets more violent and more people start showing up and like Suji just beats the hell out of someone or something like that. And it's like, actually, no, fuck AW. We're
Yeah.
out for blood this year, Forbidden Door, and just add some heat and add some stakes to the show's concept. Because now it's just an exhibition, which is fine. The match is really cool. We're up for it. It sells like hotcakes. It makes both companies a shitload of money. But let's make it exciting, you know. Just add a little spice to the whole thing. You know what I mean? Because interpromotional shows are much better when there's real intrigue and then there's real, heat and animosity and competitiveness behind everything that's going on in front of the cameras. So, yeah, that's something you could play with. That's a little nugget you could plant now and then let it grow over the next several months. We'll see what happens there. And again, we're about 44 minutes into this. We're just getting warmed up. We've been talking about El Midalone and Kenny. The World Title has been on fire. We talked about a lot of the production choices that they made throughout the show that we all thought were really, really cool and really, really inspired and helped the overall presentation of the TV be as productive as it could be. So, if you're still in here, leave a comment, like this video up, leave a super chat if you're so inclined to do so. And we are just getting warmed up here. So I'm going to double back a little bit here. Let's talk about the opening match. Don Callis family, Konosuke Takeshita, El Clone, and Josh Alexander versus the Deathfires, Jon Moxley, Daniel Garcia, and Pac. Mox and Takeshita as the team captains bring along the Deathfires B+ team and the Callis family's B+ team. It's a fun match to open the show with. I like these little 6 trios matches, and I'll say this much. Give me some El Clone and Pac minutes. Why not? I enjoyed them thoroughly for what we got, and we got some interactions with Takeshita and Mox. They're still going for the Continental Championship with each other, and they did their thing when they got tagged in. The crowd was into it. I'll say, though, the Callis family won this match, and they closed it on what I termed a 15-2 run. They targeted the shit out of Daniel Garcia at the end of that match.
Yeah, they get the shit out of him.
Because he's the weakest.
Hey, there's one person in this match that stood out crazy to me, and that was El Clone. Like, yep. I'm ready to start the agenda that El Clone is way better than Hologram. Like, ooh, way better. Just way more aura, better in ring. Like, this the kip up into like the slow rise and then the Pele kick is like hard. One of my favorite moves right now. Like, it is so like it just looks so clean. But El Clone was just like awesome. Yeah, like he was just incredible in this match. I couldn't say enough great things about El Clone.
He's sick. It fits the character because he wrestles like a glitch in the system, and he's portrayed as a glitch in the system. He just does a lot of cool stuff. It's the kip ups, the late Pele kick, and he just confuses the dog shit out of everybody. And he's just putting up minutes. Like the Callis family has like 17 different configurations, like that we know. But add the hologram who can shoot from anywhere off the dribble. He's a movement shooter. He can get to the rim at will, draws fouls. He has a great free throw shooter. He does everything for that team, and he was like a plus 25 in the match. Garcia, he was okay. He was like a minus 19 at the end because he got hunted relentlessly by Clone and the rest of the team, but that's okay. We got what we wanted. We got a Callis family dub, and later on in the show, it was announced. Mox, Takeshita, Continental Championship, Grand Slam Australia. How are we feeling?
The rematch. I'm so excited for that. I love that match during the C2. So you didn't see them run that back. It's going to be really fun. I really hope that Australia crowd is hot. I'm sure they will be. But I feel like the crowd is really going to add to that match. Just both guys I just love. They're just hard hitters, just absolute sluggers in the ring. I think this could be like probably could be the match of the night if played right.
I think it would be. To be quite honest. And fun fact: this is Jon Moxley's first actual defense of the belt since winning. He's in a lot of eliminated matches, but this is his first tried and true defense. I don't know if
Takeshita won the belt. I
think he should. He should. I think he will, but he should.
I just want him. I want Take to be completely detached from any faction. Just let my boy Take be Take. That's it.
Yeah, it's just like because the whole Callis family Okada Takeshita story has been kind of bungled, and it's kind of been slow to a crawl, and Takeshi's just making faces at people backstage. But to go and win that belt and slap the shit out of Don Callis and call it a day and go and run that unification match with Okada, reunify the damn belt and call it a day. And let's get away from the Callis family, please. I'm begging you. Let's get this show on the road. I think Mox, because he got so hot during the tournament, they just kind of pivoted to him. It kind of did a little damage to the storyline, and I think we can pick the pieces back up. There's an avenue, but we gotta get a move on. But, hey man, I would say he's cool, but hey man, I'm just saying that, Jay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's no hate on hologram, no hate on hologram at all. I just think El Clone's just cooler. I don't know, it's personal preference.
He does have more aura.
Yeah,
like he just has that. Like I don't know, he has it.
Hologram fucking rules. Like, let's not get it twisted, but Clone,
facts.
Cool as hell. I've loved him on the Ace since he was a Res. I've always been a big fan of him. He's so unique, and he's getting showcases on television. So it is what it is. Like when they run that feud, get well soon, Hologram. I hope the knee's okay. Part of me thinks that injury did kind of fuck up the whole TNT thing with El Clone not winning it over Briscoe, because you could have easily run that feud and Hologram returns and they fight over that belt. I don't know when he's ready to return. I haven't heard anything. I have no real news on that or anything like that.
Oh, he tore his ACL, and I can't remember when he got injured, but was it after All In? Was it All In?
I want to say it was sometime in that time frame. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because he had the 0 hour match or whatever at All In. So let's just call it July, August. We're not going to see him until then. So we probably got 5 months.
Rest up, because I feel like nowadays when injuries happen, people want to see how fast they will come back. No, rest up, recover, so that when you do come back, people are like, wow, my God, Hologram came back. Like I said, it's okay for people to, be on the sidelines and be missed a little bit.
Just
but I do miss Hologram.
Yeah,
take your time, rest, and recover, please.
Yeah. And Raleigh says like end of September. Yeah, that's probably what it is, to be honest. Which it's a shame, but if he's right and he's healthy, he's a very valuable part of the TV, and I think him and El Clone Feud will be electric. I'm excited for that when they get to it. Just get well soon. And yes, and I don't wholly agree. Takeshita has to win this match. I don't think he will personally, because I don't think they're gonna have Mox drop on defense number 1. So. I don't know.
I think Okada screws Takeshita. I think this is where they finally do the turn. I think Takeshita will leave the DCF after Okada screws over Takeshita in the match. I mean, I guess that's what I would do, but you never know. They could still be drawing this out, but I would just do it now.
Plus, he can't interfere in the match because it's Continental rules. So I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll do some shenanigans or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I just have to catch up with the damn thing and call it a day. Like that's just me. We don't have to draw this out any further than it already is. We sincerely don't. Oh, and once again, before I mention that, in the Real Music poll in the chat, got 3 or 4 matches announced. We got this opening trios match with Don Callis family and the Death Riders. We have Andrade versus Kenny Omega. I would have added Brody King and MJF, but that's more angled than match, to be completely honest. So that's just what it is. We could add the Eliminator tag. We could add, what else did we agree on?
Davis and Heyman.
Yes, Mark Davis and Heyman Page. So those 3 options. Get the voting in the chat. We'll read it off at the end of Final Destination. So get your votes in. Let your voice be heard. And speaking of which, WeeZee?
I was gonna say there's a match that we didn't include on that I thought was just as equally as good as some of the other ones, and that was the Ricochet Jungle Boy match. I thought that match was awesome.
That was really good.
I thought it was really, really good. I think Jungle Boy has been doing some of the best work he's done in like 5 years, 5 years ish, before he turned heel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, the time he was, wrestling with, when they had the tag titles, they were wrestling like at Revolution 2021 and like the against like Red Dragon and all that. It's some of his best work since then.
That's a very underrated match. That match is fantastic.
Yeah. And so, and Ricochet's just unbelievable too. And some of the stuff they set up after this match, I'm really interested in, especially with the match that's one of the matches that's announced next week with the tag #1 contender. Which I'm kind of terrified for. I have a feeling it's Cope and Christian as the wild card team.
Scared.
I have a feeling it's either them and it's either I'm going to be very happy because it's going to be the Hurt Syndicate, or I'm going to be very upset because it's Cope and Christian.
Well, don't be mad at Cope and Christian.
I just know they're going to win the tag titles.
Well, think about it like this: the faster that they win the tag titles, the closer they are to being done.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that. How about they just don't win the tag titles at all?
They don't need it.
I like nostalgia. I feel like in this case, because I think that Christian specifically has proven himself to deserve just a little goodbye moment, like a little just you win a title.
It's been a minute for Christian. I ain't gonna hold you. It's been a minute. I'm not gonna lie. That whole casino on the thing was kind of crazy, and then after that, I'm not that big into Christian right now.
That was bad booking.
I like the Christian Swerve match, but I think Swerve did a lot of that work. Christian to me hasn't been good in a while either. But I mean, maybe he comes back rejuvenated, and maybe he can carry Cope to something decent. But it's obvious their FTR is owning these belts for Cope and Christian. Like they're just placeholders.
Yeah. Frankly, if it is Cope and Christian, I'd be happy that they just taken the belts off of FTR.
Yeah, we're going from bad to worse, though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like comparing ass and butt. It's like it's the same thing, you know what I mean?
It's like replacing a gunshot wound with a stab wound to your chest.
It's not. I'm really peep here. You guys aren't peeps anymore. What's going on?
I'm not saying I ain't a peep, but I'm just saying like we're kind of we don't need
peep behavior of you.
Christian was one of my favorite wrestlers ever. So like it. I hate to say it, but it's just this duo together. It's just uninspiring, and I think Christian is uninspired while doing it. Honestly, just from what I see, I can just tell he's not inspired.
He's just doing it because it's with his best friend.
Yeah, I think he's not. He's not locked in with it, and
I think Cope is the one that's locked in. Cope is like, yeah, let's do this, and Christian's like, okay.
AJ, I agree. Let's start the next production of Percy Jackson. Let's extend it a little bit. Matter of fact, we got some reshoots to do. Actually, as a matter of fact,
I am not taking this Cope slander.
You will take it and you'll like it because Cope slander needs to be.
I'm not taking nothing.
But I'm looking out towards the future. Imagine Cope gone, and that frees up Jericho money. We can get other free agents into the building. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? We can get some more people in the building. We can free up $4 million.
Hey man, we can maneuver the salary cap a little bit here. We can do some things. We can make Cope and Christian post.
It's like an NBA team getting rid of a veteran that's making a little bit too much money so they can sign a younger guy.
Yeah, let's go ahead and amnesty them.
There's a few people on the roster, and I'm not even gonna name names. Because I don't want to be mean today. I want to choose, love and light and laughter and friendship. There's a few people on that roster who need to.
They can go along with the ride,
I looked at the roster a couple weeks ago, and there was about 2/3 of the roster that I could cut. And I just be like, I don't need to see them
anymore.
Sorry,
Hook, you gotta go. DG, sorry.
Literally, give them the Mike Conley treatment in all seriousness.
Hey, no lie.
I'm gone.
Top flight got to go too.
Top flight, sorry, you gotta go. CW is waiting for you.
CW is waiting.
CW's wild. But in all seriousness, so tag match next week. The Bucks and GOA are wrestling to be in that match on Collision. And for Dynamite, winner that goes on to a 3-way tag for a #1 contendership match. And the other team announced is the Rascals. In this case, it will be Myra Reed making his debut. Thank God. Shout out Myra Reed. And Desmond Xavier instead of Zachary Wentz. So that's probably the correct configuration for that team. In all seriousness, that's good. That wildcard team terrifies me because there's no other team out there that's a surprise that's like worthy of that, like at all, except Cobra Christian. Unfortunately, that's the only team I can think of at the top of my head. Let's just get that over with. If it's Cobra Christian, I'm kicking my TV. I ain't gonna lie. But
you're just
anyway,
very upset, WeeZee, if that's the case on Destination Dynamite. I can't lie.
Literally, Jana be the only one kicking and screaming in happiness, which sure we can all get
call
our
out
dogs in.
sick or something.
Yeah, I might have to step back from hosting for a day. I don't know.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Godly.
Nah. But anywho's, back to the world title picture because that is the most exciting thing going on right now. Big Mark Davis, my Australian cousin, my Australian kinfolk, Mark Davis, Hangman Page. I ain't gonna lie. Andrade out here running through killers back to back. Swerve and then Kenny Omega. Hangman's resume looking a little light. I ain't gonna hold you. I love you, Hangman, but that resume. You fighting some guys underneath. It is what it is. But that match was fantastic last night. Mark Davis came in there and said, yo, y'all gonna keep me in this rotation by hook or by crook. Y'all gonna keep me on TV somehow. Because that man is like the biggest bad luck kid in professional wrestling. Because he comes in with Aussie Open, highest tag team out there. They fall in love with Kyle Fletcher, deservedly so. And then he kind of gets put on the back burner. And then he gets injured in the FTR match at Wrestle Dream. So he's back on the shelf. Fletcher takes off. He comes back. He's just kind of a part of the whole Cows family and Ospreay and Fletcher storyline. He's just kind of there. He's a grunt. Then they find a tag team for him and Jake Doyle. That was looking really, really promising. And in the first serious tag match, he gets hurt. So now what do you do? That's always a tricky thing with tag teams. What do you do when one of your guys gets injured? Do you keep him out or you just ice him and send him home? Let him just sit in the background or something? No. You roll Mark Davis out and let him wrestle a really fun match. He's a good wrestler. He's athletic. He has size. Uses that size really, really well. He's aggressive. Then they took Hangman's head off a couple of those damn lariats and a couple of those cross bodies on the outside. So that was real fun. Shout out Mark Davis. Yeah, we've had Hangman doing moonsaults inside the ring, which I never see him do ever. Which is kind of fire.
Just,
and,
I mean, the perfect matchup for a guy like Hangman too. They have a very similar style of wrestling, so it was like the perfect blend. I wouldn't be mad running that match back down the line. I know it's not gonna be anything, and the result will probably be the same. But Mark Davis is awesome, man, and he got an ass too.
You checking out his ass?
Oh yeah, it's hard not to. He uses it often. He crushed Heyman with it on the apron.
He did. That motherfucker do got dumpy. I will say that. That's a big number.
Jesus, Marcus. I really wasn't gagging. You see, now I'm going to be negative. You guys are so negative about Cope and Christian that it rubbed off on me. I didn't like the match. It's not actually...
What?
It's not that I didn't like it. I just wasn't entertained. I wasn't. I
was skeptical going in. I can't lie, but they got me to buy 5 minutes in.
It could have been a good match. I'm not saying it was a bad match. I'm just saying I wasn't into it.
It was a match for you, is what you're saying.
It was a match. It was something. It was a match that happened on a weekly wrestling show.
Fair enough. I thought it was really fun. It's
at the end of the year that I'm gonna be like, oh my god, but that was a good match.
Yeah, you'll like it in that day or not like that day and be like, okay, moving on about my day, move on about the rest
in
of the
that
show,
hour, and then wake up the next day and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I get that.
It was a good TV match. It did what it needed to do.
Because
the old adage goes.
Doesn't do it for me.
It kept him in the rotation, which is fine. It's cool. Mark Davis, he's a tag guy that loses all the time in singles matches. You knew what was going to happen. I do think this was supposed to be him and Joe, but again, honestly, it kind of blessing this, guys. Get well soon, Samoa Joe. In all like seriousness, like the ops being out of this picture right now is probably for the best when it comes to this title picture. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like it genuinely is. Because I don't have to see Tyler. And I think the Samoa Joe act right now is kind of stale. You know, I love him as a wrestler and always have and always will. It just kind of felt burdensome because we didn't need him with the belt again. We didn't need to get to where we got with him holding that belt. And he got pinned in the damn match anyway to drop it. So, whatever. It's fine.
I think when Joe returns, I think he's got to drop the ops thing. Just let Shibata do his own thing, man. Tyler can go model or whatever. Just let Joe do his own thing. We don't
stop wrestling. I'm sorry. It's not
go be an actor, man. Go be a model. Go be an actor.
GQ need models, bro. Double XL need models, bro.
Not everybody has to follow their father's footsteps. It just doesn't work. He's not a good talker. He's not great in ring.
It just ain't working. Like, it's been years now. Like, he hasn't gotten any better. It's probably got worse, arguably. Like, it's just not working. I'm glad that we've moved on from the Hobbs right now as a thing because it doesn't work with the Hobbs. It just simply doesn't. And once again, Donatello Versace can hire Tyler 100%. Devil Wears Prada 3, they need extras. Stand next to Emily Blunt and Anne Hathaway and look cool, bro. Like that's all you gotta do. We don't need you on weekly wrestling television or in between in that square circle. It's okay.
Oh, bro.
No, Orlando's calling his name, man. I think Sean wants him, bro. Sean wants him, man.
I think Orlando's close, unfortunately. But anyway, solid match here. Kept him busy. They had the trios titles. Russell Cow's family for them in Australia, after Australia or something. Called it a day. It's fine. It was cool. Kept Hangman busy. We'll remember Hangman later on because he cut that promo talking about he wanted to crush MJF's nuts, which is fucking hilarious. Yo, Hangman when he cuts his promos sometimes, he just says like some of the wildest shit and it's like so under the radar and people just like, wait, did he say that? Did he say you want to eat somebody ass? Did he say you want to you know what I mean? He just be saying shit sometimes.
The same, yeah, for you. Sometimes I love Hangman. He's one of my like top 5 favorites in AEW. But man, getting kind of sick of the promos and like I said, I still love his matches, but his promos sometimes are just
they can be hit or miss for me sometimes. They're great when they're long form, but when they're like something where you just like have to say something for 2 seconds, it kind of gets weird. And hey man, so I dropped the belt. I shouldn't have lost. Well, you did. You lost it.
Yeah,
you got pinned. I know it was because of Tyler, but you lost. You got hit with the muscle buster afterwards. It is what it is, bro. And you lost in the 4-way.
Yeah,
but you got your chance in Australia.
He did some of his best promo work in the build against Mox for All In. Like his promo at Grand Slam, Mexico was awesome. Like just a lot of those promos in that build were fucking awesome, but it's just I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know if they just tell him, hey, go out there and say something. But he's got to, you know, map out what he's gonna say first before he just goes out and says it because it ain't hitting.
Sometimes it possibly, sometimes it doesn't. But I still love Hangman, regardless of all that in the ring. Match in Australia will be great for him and Andrade. Looking forward to it. Nice little stay busy fight last night. Did his job. So, speaking of eliminated matches, we're not going to get to the big one. We're going to get to women's tag team title scene. Mega Bad, Mega Man Penelope Ford versus Babes of Wrath. We got our first win in an eliminator match tonight. Mega Bad won.
Yes.
Thank God.
I'm telling you, I've been pushing this Megan Bain agenda. We're going to make it happen. Megan Bain will be a champion in AEW.
I'm sorry. I'm tired of the cookie cutter stuff. Put belt up Megan now. Do it actually.
If you're not going to put a major title on Megan, like the TBS or the Women's World, give her something. I need to see her some gold, man. Like she looks too good in gold to not be wrapped up in gold.
We're kind of on a hamster wheel with a lot of division because they kind of like the ending of Collision this past Saturday is like the ending of Collision in like July. Like everyone's kind of in a hamster wheel, and like all the titles are involved in one story. We got Triangle of Madness on one side, Tekla's still trying to go after Stat, which is going to happen next week in exchange for Triangle of Madness not interfering in the eliminator match. Stat gave her a rematch with a stipulation this time, and we're going to hear what the stipulation is on Saturday. So that's something to look forward to. I'm of the opinion that Tekla should win that match because we can reheat this thing up and we can reevaluate what's going on with Stat later on, because right now she's in a reign where it's been good in terms of the wrestling, but like there's other parts of it where it's kind of lacking in terms of both presentation and both like her presence. It's kind of, I don't even know what the correct solution for it is. I really don't.
The solution is to take the belt off of her.
Yeah, I don't think solution, but that is a part of it where you can just
And
take
go
it
back
off.
to the drawing board. Because
Yeah, go back
something's
to the drawing board.
clicking with her character and her connection. Like we were talking about last week. It's just, it's not there. Like in the way Tekla, Megan Bain, Tony Storm, Mina, Mercedes are, Athena. She just doesn't have that connection with the crowd. I don't know what it is. Because she has it on social media, but like in person, it just
There's
doesn't.
some like she looks cool, she is cool, she wrestles cool as all hell, and the crowd's up for her when she's in the ring. It's just before that, I don't know. WeeZee, what you think it is, bro? Because I'm stumped.
It is tough. Like there's something with her out of ring character work that just isn't hitting. I mean, I love Stat, so it's like it's hard for me not to be biased because I'm locked in for whatever she's doing. But for a lot of just normal fans, they're not. Like I said, a lot of them only care for the Mercedes like of the world, or even a Tony. Like if you're not a diehard, AEW fan, you're locked in on like Mercedes and Tony. And they're kind of in nowhere, they're Mercedes all TV and Tony Storm's doing whatever the fuck she's doing. So it's hard for wrestling fans to kind of get in, like, and AEW hasn't done a good job of building up other women outside of the main two, to be honest. They haven't put them on TV enough or given them work that makes the crowd want to cheer them. I mean, I would say the Stat and Jamie match that they had on pay-per-view was incredible, but it didn't hit until for the fan. I mean, I was enjoying the match the entire time, but it didn't hit for the fans in the arena until the last 10 minutes of the match, 5 minutes of the match.
Dead silent until it was time to actually get into the closing stretches.
They were chanting like Green Bay sucks during the first 10 minutes. They didn't care. And I guess they don't big care because they feel that Tony doesn't care about the women. Like we complain about it all the time on social media, whatever, on Twitter. Hey, women need to be involved in the show more than one match a week. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, you got Tony in a mixed tag. It's like, no, I want a women's singles, and then later on you could throw on a women's tag, like
because you need to flesh this whole damn thing out before you even because you're already introduced tag match, which considering the depth of the division probably wasn't the best idea. Like I've maintained that for a while. No, because to have those, you end up having to put like someone like Willow in that spot, which is already the TBS champion. Like the men's wrestling is fine, but like you see it week by week, and it's like okay, they're wrestling fucking Sisters of Sin.
It's going to be Sisters of Sin and Megabad every week. Who else do they have? They have nobody.
Building up Jamie and Alice Windsor like on the side, which is fine, cool. But other than that, there are no other real tag teams. That's just kind of a structural thing in women's wrestling in America in general. Like until WWE's like tag division, it was terrible for like 7 years until like now, because it's deep enough to the fact that you can sacrifice an Io and Rhea in there, and no one really seems to bat. Now you can put Charnel Exa together, and it's cool, and it's a real stable thing. Here right now, it's not at the point where you can. We already have 2 titles as it is, and you have to worry about booking Willow here, booking Stat there. Mercedes is coming back soon, and then you don't have anything really for Megan Bain. She's kind of just sitting there waiting to claim the tag belts, and then who are they gonna wrestle?
Yeah, because with Willow having both belts, you have to leave. I mean, you could double book Willow on a pay per view, but you can't. Like it wouldn't make any logical sense to have Willow in both spots. You need to drop the belts, and I do think, like we were talking about cutting some of the roster. I would cut some of the men's roster and start adding some more women. There's women that are. I mean, I can't give you a full list right now, but there's women that are really really good on the indies or that have been signed to AEW that just haven't premiered. We're still waiting for Aminata to come back. I'm sure she's going to boost up any division that they put her in, whether that be TBS title race or putting her in a tag team with somebody. I want to be surprised if eventually Tekla wins the title, and then you have Aminata as one of her first opponents. Like that would be, I would enjoy that, but it depends how long Aminata's out. But the women's division is in a really tough spot.
It
And,
is. It
Yeah,
is.
everyone's
I
just,
think
like,
it
stuck.
also goes with what I was saying earlier of everything not needing to be interwoven. Like people don't always have to have connections in a roster, especially when they're supposed to be competing. Like honestly, after this bout, I don't want to see anything about Willow and Chris's friendship. I don't. I don't. Let's bring it back to you have a feud, you have a storyline. Like, just keep it like that. Not everybody has to be in a group. Oh, they have ties for this. No.
It's like,
Just
I know
like,
why they did it,
you
but
have
like,
something I want. I'm gonna get it from you.
I know why they did it, but you could have probably held off on it a little while longer, to be
yeah,
completely honest. And then Willow, I love the dress up. It's cool, but like it is actively kind of like babysitting. It feels like that for after a while. I have them just win and drop the belts quickly and then kind of move on and then let Willow just do her thing
yeah,
and call it a day. Because like the tag belts can move to someone else. Like, it's already difficult because you don't have that many teams as it is, so you end up in a hamster wheel, and then you interwove all the belts in the one storyline where it's the same people. It's an even bigger hamster wheel. But Stat probably drops the belt next week. I'm pretty certain of that because you wouldn't run it back with a stip if she wasn't. Because it'd be kind of crazy to have Tekla lose twice. So just drop it, retool. Because even the promo on Wednesday that she did cut, I didn't believe her at all. I just didn't. I love Stat, but I just didn't feel it. But yeah, that's just kind of what it is.
yeah. I'm looking at the women's division right now on the AEW roster, and I would say a good 80 to 90% on the women on here haven't been on TV at all in the past year.
Yeah, and that's a problem.
Yeah, like you can't do your turn, my turn, booking with the entire division. Especially when we only have one match per show on the main show. It's not healthy because even if I report that there are women going to be signed this year and have
Yeah.
been, if you still have the same rotation, then what good does it really do? Like, because I think a big problem is that there's such a log jam in Ring of Honor right now. You can move some of those people. You can move Athena up right now. Like, does she need that belt anymore? No.
No.
Just move her in the whole like MRT thing and up the TV, and move some people down, and bring some other people up, and just keep the TV fresh and expand the time. Because if you expand the roster but the time doesn't grow with it, then what good does it do?
Yeah, I know this is a random thing to say, but like, there's one woman that got signed recently by AEW, but she hasn't been on TV at all, and they haven't gave her the graphic yet. But it got reported that she signed. That was Lena Cross.
Yeah.
She's, I believe, Australian. But it was during Mania weekend in Vegas. She had it was either a match with Megan Bayne or just like something in like a tag or something. They had like 5 minutes in the ring together, and it was incredible. And that is like something that like Lena Cross is ready. Like she is like if Megan Bayne is ready now, so is Lena Cross. Like she's just equally as good as Megan Bayne. I think you can start putting these newer prospects on TV and just give them a shot. I know that's what they're doing with like Zeta Steel, putting her on Collision. But you have to give these women a shot. You have to put them on TV. You have to give us a story with them that the fans can like, get into, like dive into it. You can't just like, oh, here's a random match. No, like, delve out something, be like, hey, like this woman's just as equally as big and tall as Megan Bain. Like, like I'm stronger than you, I'm better than you, I'm faster than you. Add something. I need anything.
Yeah, you can't just slap a belt on them and expect people to be like, "Oh, cool, great." No, you kind of have to put some real work in with this. And then it's not like Cross hasn't been on television. She wrestled Stat on Collision several months ago in like a short little
that
match.
did happen. Yet.
Yeah, it's not like people don't know who she is or she hasn't been on your television before. So if you have something for her, just roll it out. You know, just put some people on ROH because that division probably has too many faces that's been there too long, and bring some of them up, and then let the hamster wheel flow up. And it's kind of a log jam that's actively stunting the freshness of your TV. So let's try to fix that like now because there's too many talented people that's kind of not doing anything. But hey, I'm gonna read a little super chat real quick. Riley, $2. We going in the Road Town scene. I'm not the FC. Hey man, I'm not the FC. She adds so much to this damn program. She's actively got Tekla over, like single handedly. And I can't wait till she comes back. The neck injuries are tricky, so I hope she's okay and they have something for her. So just bring it back on TV. So yeah, that's that. Match is set for Australia. I hope they drop it. They drop those belts. MJF can retain and then they can drop them. It's fine. No one's gonna riot if Babes Raph lose those tag belts, and no one's gonna riot if Willow Nightingale is doing more TBS championship stuff. It's not.
My only worry is Harley being Australian.
Yeah.
And they're always, the hometown girl winning. That's why I feel like, exactly what the Tony stuff is like. They're going to try to shove as many Australian people on the show as they can and have them win their matches. But I don't know. I think you just pull the trigger now.
Yeah, it's a fucking tag, those guys. Who cares? Just pull it. I'll say, yeah, we did hear about them signing them. That was reported. I just don't think they have anything for it right now. That's usually how that goes. Like they'll sign and then you kind of wait for creative to kind of just get with you, and then after that, you're off to the races and shit. So yeah, that's that. Y'all still here? Like this video, leave super chats, leave comments, all that good stuff. We are here for what we came here to talk about. Finally, we've arrived at that point. WeeZee, Jana, we are gathered here today. Everyone is watching this show to honor the life, the legacy, and the sudden and tragic passing of Maxwell Jacob Friedman, your AEW World Champion, better known as MJF. Because last night, for weeks and weeks, he's been talking about he's not afraid of Brody King and how he'll beat him in 2 minutes. Infamously tweeted, he will beat Brody King in less than 2 minutes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that match lasted less than 2 minutes. However, MJF, sadly, was choked out, hit with a cannonball and a gonzo bomb. Neck snapped and several levels of asphyxiation. 1, 2, 3. He lost. And he laid out flat in the ring. WeeZee, what are your thoughts on what happened to Mr. Friedman last night?
I think this was the perfect way to do this match. I don't think anybody could have predicted what happened in this match, the outcome, and how quickly it happened. I think a lot of people knew Brody was going to somehow get a victory to get that match at Grand Slam Australia, but it was a matter of, he's probably, count out or disqualification or something, like MJF's going to get caught up cheating or something. But just the fact that, no, show how strong Brody King is. Like, just this dude is not somebody to sleep on, which what MJF has been doing. Even though MJF is physically scared of Brody, he's still, the way he talks is, you haven't done anything. You haven't beat anybody. Well, he just beat the world champion in a minute.
There you go. And they did a good job.
That's how you set it up.
Yeah, and they set it up perfectly the last several weeks of keeping him in the back of fans' minds because everyone's focused on, okay, Andrade's here, Swerve's here, on Heyman's threw his head in the ring. Kenny Omega's back and he wants that title. Brody King very clearly said Bandito Wednesday he wants a shot at the championship, and he was winning squash matches on TV for weeks leading up to it, and even after that match. And then you have the whole setup of you haven't beaten anybody, and I'll beat you in less than 2 minutes. Then he just fucking squashed the shove MJF too. And funny enough, they kept the whole wrestling world title scene involved because they did it via Hangman distraction, and then Bro just choked the fuck out and beat him. So yeah, it's been a good week for unpredictability in AEW's booking patterns because we all know from watching this show long enough, they have their patterns, they have their tendencies. First of all, with eliminatory matches, it's a thing Tony does. It's basically just non-title match. I'm calling it this to make it sound special and all that. And the champion like almost always wins those, or it goes to a time limit draw, or champion gets pinned the tag or some shit like that. No, Brody just came in there and snapped MJF's fucking neck in two and pinned him. Easy as that. You set him up as a fucking killer, and you've established MJF's whole shtick so far, and you laid it out bare that he's smarmy, he's detestable, he's beatable. But he's smart enough most of the time to get his way out of stuff. But he couldn't get his way out of this one. Everyone's dictating terms to him. Because usually, like in years past, you have him do the whole, you have to beat X amount of wrestlers for over the next 3 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks. Then can talk to me about a title shot and do all these stipulations that everyone had to do to get to him. No. Everybody's bringing that smoke up to him. He and the chimney, they got his ass in the chimney. They smoking his ass right now. Every single last one of them champions are like, hey man, I can beat you, I have beat you, I will beat you. Watch this, and we're all gonna beat each other for the opportunity because this is what we do. And Brody just took the fight directly to him and said, yo, I'm just gonna kill you in less than 2 minutes. What's up?
Yeah, it was awesome. Incredible.
Can't call your mama who already don't like you in kayfabe. Can't call the cops. Can't tell Tony unbook the match. You made your bed, lay in it. See you in Australia.
And I'm curious on how the dynamic is going to be at Australia, just because I just want to see like how scared and how just how MJF is going to try to maneuver. I feel like he as soon as the bell rings, he's going to stay away from those fucking ropes. He is gonna try to he's just gonna go out the ring and just run around for forever. He's like, I don't want to get anywhere near you. I ain't trying to get choked out again. I'm not trying to get fucking gonzo bombed again. Man got gonzo bombed twice.
Yeah, just another person shows after the match.
Yeah, after matching was fucking awesome too. I did like that everybody just kind of going in and getting their shit in, and Brody still coming out on top. It just like we talked about, we just need fresh faces in this division. Like it is just a constant cycle of the same dudes. Bring in some new guys to that are ready for this. Everybody was doubting if Brody was ready, and clearly he is. I mean, clearly the fans fucking love him. Man, it's mainstream as hell now, basically.
Don't fuck IPS pay NBC News, TMZ, every single major media platform out there.
The whole nine.
I'm sure Gutfeld and that would be talking about that bitch on Fox News. I'm sure him and what's his fucking name, Tyrus.
Christ.
They'll be talking about it.
So I forgot he was a thing after that match where he dropped that championship. I was like, yo, this man looks
Fox 5, bruh.
Fox 5 is wild. But yeah. Great execution of this. It was basically the fucking Fastlane 2017 main event. But they did it in a way where it wasn't like dorky to me.
Yeah.
And MJF showed a lot of vulnerability, which he's needed to do for a while. And he's off to the best start that he possibly could have gotten off to, where he's bringing people up with him, and he's showing himself to be, like I said, detestable, but also very, very vulnerable and beatable. And on the right night, anyone can beat him. And last night was the right night for Brody King. Can lightning strike twice in Australia? We'll see. But booking it in that manner does make you intrigued, like you said earlier, WeeZee, of how the match in Australia is going to look. Because MJF is going to stay as far away as possible from him, trying to weasel his way into a win somehow, some way. But we're going to see just how fun it can be and just how much Brody can do to him in that ring, bro. So I'm real excited for that. And again, it was a good night for breaking up booking patterns, because they actively made ways to follow up on things that happened last week, like Ciampa win the TNT Championship. He's wrestling in a 3-way on Collision against Roddy and what was it? It was Roddy and
Claudio.
Yeah, Roddy and Claudio. So
I'm excited for that match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm real hyped up that Chopper. Hey man, he popped the
He
number.
did his thing, bro. He did his thing. He got Sylvie.
We got
Sylvie.
Sylvie, dude.
Hey man, it is what it is. Hey man, he's an ethical Blue Lives Matter wrestler.
Hey, he draws, man.
I guess.
You see those collision numbers? He draws, bro.
Weezy, there's something that somebody wants to say to you. And just now, thoughts on this?
Hey, man, no problem. That's what I do. I love the Fox 5. I love Gutfeld. I love who else is on there? Laura Ingram. Yeah, those are my people.
Insane. This is insane. But anyway, again, like I said, we all know how eliminator matches go. People actually fucking won them tonight, which is great. Do I love them? Not really, but they are what they are, and then people won them.
Wait a second.
Oh, by the way, yo. Self-made debase, $1.99. Let's get that hot dog dance real quick, WeeZee.
I'm not doing the goofy Mickey Mouse Clubhouse dance. I'm not doing it again.
Why don't you do the Snapchat hot dog dance, WeeZee?
There's just a...
Literally do the whole backflip and everything, the twist and shit.
I'll backflip right now out of my chair. I've done it before.
I was backflipping when MGF won, and hey man, I let him know afterwards, yo. It lasted less than 2 minutes, all right. Just not the way you wanted to. Let's see what happens in Australia. He's probably retaining, but let's see how interested he gets. And after the match, we had a little post-match nods. He got hit with another one just because. Brody, you put some stake on that one too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
MGF comes out, and Andrade comes out, hits him with a DM, beast. Heyman hits him with a buckshot. Heyman tries to double back on MGF, hits him with a low blow. He scurries out of the ring. Swerve comes out to do his thing. And that's the end of the show. Thought it was really, really productive in a lot of ways. Road Tide scene is about as high as ever. They broke up booking tropes and booking patterns that they established and that American TV tends to establish. And that's how you get guys like an Andrade reacclimated back to the company. He's a star. He looks like a star. He's always wrestled like one. Actually treat him like one. And that's what they've done. They let him beat 2 former world champions back to back. And then everyone's still saying, man, Brody King's been brought up with this MJF program. So he's the TV title defense before you get to Revolution. That's great. And then branching off of the quartet, Swerve and Kenny Omega got issues. They are set for a collision. They're both out of the title picture as it stands currently because they both lost. And then Kenny's not feeling good about how Swerve got involved in the match. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited if Swerve turns heel or not. I'm see where Heyman ends up fitting in all this. I wonder where Kevin Knight fits into all this because before their match they wrestled, he kept calling the future, he kept in all that stuff, and Kevin Knight was hell-bound proving that he's the now. And then Heyman won the trios belts with him. He just booked himself for a match to win those belts off of the Ops because why the fuck not? And Swerve was just like circling Kevin Knight like a damn shark. And we all know how Swerve gets. He's either like genuine or he is plotting an act of terrorism. One of the two. So let's see where that goes. Jana, what you thought about Brody King murdering MJF?
I liked it, like I said earlier in the show, when you put fresh faces on and you put them in a position where they can connect with the fans and prove themselves, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get a good reaction and a good outcome like we're seeing with Brody. I'm happy that we're seeing it. Do I think he's gonna win the title? No, but with the way that they're just doing these shock moves and shock like finishes and title switches, you never know. I enjoyed it. I think it was beneficial for all parties. It adds character depth to MJF because you're starting to see his fears and his weaknesses. Brody, you're seeing his strengths, and hey, he can beat the champion, and he did in an embarrassing fashion for MJF. I think it was good for everyone all around, and I enjoy seeing things like that. So I really liked it.
I want to see MJF crash them because we all know how crazy he can get, how like villains he can get with stuff. I want to see if that leads to him cracking a little bit. Because like I said, he got utterly embarrassed and everybody is circling him. Like he lost, he got his ass kicked, and then Hangman played a part in it, and then he's getting jumped after the match. People are coming up to him like everything's sweet. Let's see where that goes, and I'm excited for where Kenny goes after this too. Just in the big
Yeah.
picture, title defense, because he's out of it. So right now you can burn him versus Andrade at Revolution, and no one's gonna complain about it. Is it heel versus heel match? Yes. Are these two talents in specifically? Can they navigate it? Absolutely. Because again, the crowd's ready to cheer for Andrade. Like you can run him as playing the baby if you really want to, but doing whatever it takes to win. And MJF is just again, people will go get up for him doing heel tactics. It'll work. It's in LA. It's neutral territory. I'm locked in for it. The tickets are flying like off the shelves right now as it is. And he's your hottest guy. Just run with the hot hand right now. You can very easily run Kenny at Dynasty in Canada. You can run Hangman at like TV or something, or before All In, or you can put them all on the Owen, and Osprey comes back then, provided he's got the okay, which if they wouldn't give the okay if they didn't air that package, I would say. So I expect him in the Owen in some way. Like there's so many ways you can go, and it's very clearly delineated, and it's very clearly mapped out who fits in where and where these matches are going to take place. So really good and really astute mapping out of what your title scene looks like, and that's what you should be doing as a major company. If nothing else is working, your world championship has to, and so far so good. Yeah, I'm gonna read some end this earlier. Kane Swerve Revolution like last year when it gets a title shot at Dynasty, but Swerve loses and that leads to heel turn on somebody. Yeah, that should be what the plan is. Big picture. If provide Kane's there, which I think it will be, you could just run that at Revolution. It's a marquee match at one of your biggest shows on top of the world title match, which people are gonna be excited for and juiced up for, and you can map out Swerve's heel turn from there. And if people join him, or if he rides solo, like, and who does he turn on? Whereas Heyman fall into this picture because he's kind of been in the background in the middle of Swerve and Kenny last couple weeks. Like he's kind of like the ex-girlfriend of both of them, and they're both jealous and shit like that. Like, hey, Swerve's a possessive motherfucker, and Kane's like, hey man, you still my dog. It's for the world top business, and Swerve's like, hold on, who the fuck is this? So, see where that goes. Hey man, if that is the plan, if that is what happens, it's a clearly delineated, it's a very clear heel versus face dynamic. It is what it is, and it's gonna draw. And Osprey's winning it, so yeah, it's fine. All right.
Oh,
So-
what Angela just said. I hope that doesn't
AJ
stay
aside,
true.
respect the customers.
It said that this is Dave reported Kenny won't be at a Revolution. So I'm hoping that report's not true. I'm hoping
Hope he
Kenny
makes
pulls
it,
something
man.
pulls something slick, and takes that red eye over to LA.
Or if they write him off or some shit, or they do the heel turn like quickly in Australia or something, then we'll see.
Oh yeah, it's good to do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your last call for the big old super chats. We are on the final destination. But before we get over there, we're gonna name our wrestlers of the week. So for me, I very firmly gonna say Andrade. Like it's pretty clear. For me, he's in the best match tonight. If you vote Brody King, then that's also a very, very close second, and I would very clearly understand that one also. But for me, Andrade had wrestled the best match. He's the hottest wrestler in the entire company at the moment. Everything with him is just clicking and firing on all cylinders. And he beat Kenny goddamn Omega. Like, what more can you ask for, you know? So,
yeah.
for me, I would say Andrade. Jana, who would be your wrestler of the week?
I'm gonna say Brody. From even he may not be like the hottest one right now, but I feel like right now he's breaking into his own light, and I feel like things are only gonna go so much. So they're only gonna increase for him. Things are gonna look bright. His future looks very bright, and I feel like his showing and you know, coincidences work and like coincidences are weird, but sometimes it's just being in the right place at the right moment. This traction he's getting as well. I feel like this could go really well for him. So I'm going to say Brody.
Good choice. WeeZee?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go Andrade as well. It's just unlimited amounts of aura. I can't even lie. Just he gets the bad bitches. He does the cool moves. You can't ask for anything else. You know what I mean? Like he don't even gotta say nothing, bro. He just gotta show up, and he's
Like, what's
gonna
the
be my
last time you
wrestler
heard
of
him
the week
speak?
most weeks. No,
Exactly.
legit.
As long as you book him on television, he's gonna win the rest of the week most weeks. I'm just gonna put it out there right now, y'all. Like that's just what it's gonna be for us. If he's on TV and he's wrestling, he's probably gonna be very, very high up in the rest of the week rankings, or just outright be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. As far as next week goes, we have Tekla versus Staff for the Women's Championship. That's gonna have a stipulation, which we'll find out what it is on Collision, or if you read spoilers, you already know. But yeah, we'll see that.
There's another match that if you read spoilers for Collision, you know about. There's another match that's going to be added Dynamite that I think is going to be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I think next week Dynamite's going to be pretty good before we hit Grand Slam.
Yeah, and we have the three-way tag for the tag team championship number one contenders. Winner of the Young Bucks versus Gates of Agony, which is going to be on Collision, versus the Rascals, which is going to be Desmond Xavier and Myra Reed, and a wild card team. If it's Cope and Christian, I'm going to be
please no
I'm going
Cope.
to be very happy.
You're entitled to your happiness, Jana. We're very happy for you. But as for me and WeeZee and a lot of people in this chat, no, that's okay. We're good. The Young Bucks are probably going to win on Collision, and they're going to be wrestling in their hometown. We're good. We don't need Cope and Christian. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, and then also for Grace from Australia, MJF versus Brody King for the World Championship. Baby's Wrath versus Megabad for the Women's Tag Team Championship. And we also got Kenosuke Takeshita versus John Moxley for the Continental Championship. And so far, that card went from we have no idea what's going to be on that to holy shit, what a card. And then number one contenders match, Hangman Page versus Andrade. Winner goes to Revolution to face MJF or Brody King. So, yeah, that card went from, okay, what's going to happen to, oh my god, in a matter of 2 hours. So,
yeah.
That's the power of AEW sometimes. They can just book some shit like on a whim. Oh, and also the hair versus hair match with Tony Storm and Orange Cassidy versus Maria and Bermuda.
You didn't have to mention it. We're skipping that match anyway. You know,
we're skipping it. It's for Australia. I get it, but but yeah, hell of a card. Locked in for it on Valentine's Day. Some of y'all are gonna have dates. I'm gonna have my date with the television and Andrade and Hangman Page. I'll play.
I got a date with work, so I will have to catch up on Grand Slam after.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers for that show when I can. So.
Those spoilers.
No.
Those spoilers last year when he did this shit happened. It was getting spoiled like 2 p.m. or even earlier than that. I was like, oh no.
No, yeah. When I found the show was like, or we found the show was happening like 2 p.m. just so time zones match up, and I was just like, I gotta stay off fucking Twitter for 7 hours until the show starts.
Yeah, and then we couldn't even watch it ourselves until like damn near 1 a.m. because the All-Star Weekend stuff was going on, and they did the All-Star Weekend stuff. Then they showed the entire fucking like post show of that. Then we got Grand Slam. Hope people learn some lessons here, guys.
I feel it was like 9 o'clock by the time the show actually started or some shit. I was just like, damn. It's way too late.
Yeah, shout out, Australian fans. Shout out Kyle Fletcher. Shout out Tony Storm. Shout out all the Aussies doing cool shit. Hey, man. I don't know, but whoever it was, keep doing your
God
thing.
Bless.
Keep doing your thing.
God bless.
We're bringing plants back to wrestling. And who knows? Comp them, give them front row seats. They might be plants after that. They might be all dubbed up. You never know.
Yeah, get a girl who's not gonna go on Instagram and say this shit's so fake.
Yeah, like let's avoid that. Let's test their loyalty, because I ain't gonna lie. Say that about Kenny Omega one more time. We send persons at your door. I ain't gonna hold you. Respect Kenny Omega. Respect Big Below. If not,
facts. It's
gonna be trouble. What about Aussie Legend Hardcam? Anyway, this has been a real good show. We're on the Final Destination, and as promised, the real music winner was announced. With a whopping 94% of the vote, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, it was Kenny versus Andrade. Like, it was the clear-cut match of the night. And a show that had a lot of great matches on it, and some good matches, and some productive stuff going on. This was by far the best. Big stakes, big stars on television wrestling for something, and a shock win. A new main event star being firmly established. And really, if you want to say in totality, 2 main event stars being established. And which is healthy for your booking because you don't want to have the same hamster wheel of people. So, good job, Andrade. Good job, Brody King. Good job, AW. Really good show. Looking forward to next week. Looking forward to Australia. The road to Revolution is paved in gold and it's getting paved real well. So, that was AW Dynamite. Real good show. I enjoyed it. Shout out Vegas. Special nominee and special wrestler of the week. It's not a wrestler. It's not a promo. It's the crowd. Fuck Ice.
Fuck Ice. Real shit.
Fuck Ice. Bitch.
If I had that little thing on there, but yeah.
Bitch.
Nah. Y'all got anything else to say before we head on up out of here?
No, just be kind to one another. I don't really like to get too political on here, but clearly y'all heard what I said. Fuck Ice. Just spread kindness and realize, like, people are people at the end of the day. Like, this is stolen land. This shit don't belong to nobody. But, yeah, just be kind to one another. Enjoy pro wrestling. And yes, I agree with you, Marcus. Shout out to that crowd. I feel like this could be a nice little pivot into, stuff like this. The positive side being really shown on the forefront into the general public. So shout out to the fans. And yes, please just spread kindness to each other.
Yeah, and stop shooting American citizens in the face. How about that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
that'd be great. But yeah, that was great. Y'all know what it is. Like this video up, leave comments, all that good stuff. Subscribe to the Self-Made Patreon. Subscribe to the Discord. And $5. Only $5 to get in. And on the Self-Made YouTube, it's $5 to get into the Capo tier. On here on the YouTube, you get Hanging with Holbert, you get Backup Hangman Radio, you get gaming, you get all that good stuff. And the Discord, again, $10 gets you match recommendations, $20 gets you a mic with the homies. And $100 in our Paragon tier, shout out Chris O'Brien, the king of the Paragons. You get to recommend a full show, a full, just pack of matches, anime fights, whatever you want to watch, we will watch it.
Yep. Nox battles, anything.
Throwing it in a circle.
Yep. So be a Paragon, and I'll throw it in a circle in the Discord.
Y'all heard it. Throw them hundreds, and WeeZee gonna throw something right back to you.
Facts. I just want to say one thing. No human being is illegal. That's all I want to say.
Yes, sir. No
human being is illegal.
Y'all heard it here first. But yeah, this is a great episode of Destination Dynamite. Thank everybody for tuning in. Appreciate everybody that came out to honor the life of MJF. May he rest in peace until Australia, of course. A great show. What we say around here, y'all?
Self-made shit, self-made forever, and fuck Ice.
Y'all already know it. Y'all already know it. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Enjoy this here outro. Peace. Thank you.